stars break the mold, chasing the stories yet untold. Passion ignites like a blazing fire. Knowledge takes us higher, higher. Out of the box where the wild ones play, we see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, pure devotion. The field's alive with endless dreams. We're more than stats, we're the in-between. A slam dunk thought.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's welcome to another episode of the Sully Squad. It's been a few weeks, but very, very excited to be back. Great things happening in Philadelphia sports right now. You know, Philadelphia Phillies, red hot, 9 straight wins. It's almost like they went into the cornfields and came out a different team. I mean, they haven't lost since the Iowa trip, and you know, before that, you know, they had that series in St. Louis where they were blowing games left and right. You know, so the Phillies are playing great ball. You know, we got Eagles training camp. You know, it was hot and heavy. You know, we'll go over who may make the team, who's looking good. You know, so we'll get into some of that. And I'll tell you another thing that really excited me last week, guys, was that it was on my X. It popped up, but it was what was it? LeBron, Maxey, and Jaylen Brown all working out, and I was like, oh my God, this fucking team is going to be fucking sick. So, you know, all kinds of stuff going on in sports. You know, NFL preseason and training camp going nuts. We got college football coming up in a couple weeks, I think.
Yep.
When's college? Does college start next week, Sean?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah.
Fantasy football drafts.
Yeah. We had one yesterday, which is why I'm a little tired today. You know, I had one yesterday. I got one next Sunday now too. My little Joey's he's gonna be in it. We're getting Joey involved. Yeah. So yeah, Joey's 12 and a half, and shit, that's when I started. I was 11, so you know, so hopefully he likes it. But let's get into it here. We got the usual cast. I'm not sure if Diego's hopping on, but I got Jeff right next to me. Looks like he's got I don't know what do you got? What's that? You got bricks behind you?
He's going to run through a brick wall.
All in all, I'm just another brick on the wall.
Yeah, there you go. Hopefully, yeah, I think it's safe to say our basketball team probably won't be shooting bricks. You know, I mean,
hopefully,
yeah, I think we got a hell of a team. You know, and maybe if they called Ben Simmons back, there'd be a bunch of bricks.
There would be bricks.
But
yeah, there would be a pass underneath the net.
I'm in a brick room because of all these wind and storms and tornadoes and everything that we're getting on the East Coast. What the hell's going on?
It's fucking crazy, man. And then I got my man Sean Kilrain right below Jeff. What's up, Sean? How you doing, bro?
Good, man. Hanging in there. How you guys doing?
Doing pretty good. So I got a couple comments here. Here's Eddie Prather. He said, "What's up, guys?" And then
What's up, Ed?
Hey.
And then Eddie Prather says, "Joe, how many Cowboys did you draft?" All right, so
Go ahead.
All
You're
right,
going to love this.
All right, so here's what's funny. So Eddie, I took CeeDee Lamb early. I think I had like the 5th or 6th pick. I took CeeDee Lamb. Then I took Javonte Williams in like I forget what round. Maybe it was like 5th, 6th round or whatever.
6.
Well, yeah. So I already traded CeeDee Lamb. I traded CeeDee Lamb and like Chardonnay, what is it? Charbonnet?
Zach Charbonnet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seattle Seahawks.
I took Charbonnet in like the 12th round, 11th, 12th round. So I traded CeeDee Lamb and Charbonnet, and I got Genty, the running back from the Raiders, and I got T. Higgins back. So I did that. Dude, I'm like wheeling and dealing like a motherfucker. And then so I still have Javonte Williams. Well, now today I traded Baker Mayfield and Michael Pittman Jr. and I got Dak. So I got Dak Prescott and I got Tucker, the receiver from the Raiders. So now I have 2 Cowboys. I have Dak Prescott and I got Javonte Williams. But the funny thing is that if I knew I was going to get Dak, I might have held on to CeeDee Lamb to keep the connection. Eddie Prather says Genty hurt his knee.
Ankle.
Yes, I saw that, but luckily it's his ankle. It's his ankle, and they said it's not.
It's a sprain. It's a full sprain, but he should be able to start. He might just not have the total amount of carries.
Yeah, I was messaging because I was laughing to myself because I'm like, only me can trade for a fucking guy who gets hurt in practice, like probably 20 minutes after I traded for him. That's like Sixers that's like something the Sixers would do with Embiid. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah. So lots to get into, but you know what? Let's start off with the Phils here. I mean, the red hot Phillies. For 9 in a row. All kinds of good stuff happening. Yesterday's game, obviously they were down 4-0. Great comeback, scored all 4 runs, started the comeback with 2 outs and 2 strikes. And then, of course, Schwarbaum hits the bomb. And, there's many encouraging things that are happening with the Phillies. But I'll tell you, if for my money, the two of the most encouraging things, and let me get your guys' opinion, Nola the past month and a half is actually starting to look like the old Aaron Nola to a point. And the other thing that was really, I think, could really pay big dividends, not only at the end of this year, but in the future. How about the way Painter looked the other night? I mean, that was his fucking fastball was explosive. He got 20 swing and misses, 8 strikeouts. And of course the hitting's been much better. Like Jeff, I'll ask you first, Jeff. Like this 9-game winning streak. I mean, what's really sticking out to you? They're 3 games out. Can they win the division? Is this fool's gold or is this a sign of things to come?
We'll throw a couple of things in there. One, Nola is pitching better. I'll give you that. So I can't say he absolutely sucks. I always loved saying that, but I can't say it right now. As far as Painter, I still want to see more. 1 game. Everybody has that 1 game. Remember, we got what's-his-face, Lorenzen in here, throws a no-hitter, and then he sucks. He can't stay on any team anymore. So I just want to see a lot more out of him. I think a big turnaround looking at the Phillies in general is, one, they look like they're having some fun again. They look like they swallowed a bee or something. They were like, or ate a lemon. They had that look on their face like they weren't having fun. And bringing what's his face in here. I always say his name wrong. Arias or whatever.
Yeah,
Ariza, Luis Raza. Yeah.
Yep, putting him in, but not having him as leadoff. Putting him in the 4th spot has really helped. He's a contact hitter. That helps so much. So if you're in a way you're trying to pitch to Harper, which he's helping Harper in a way. So that part of the lineup is helping. And I don't know. I think maybe Bohm got boned in the cornfield somewhere, but all of a sudden, boy, he's on fire. Let's just keep him on fire. So everything that just seems to be working out just right. The thing that scares me is I hope that this doesn't. I hope that they don't run this back again, like say next year, because Dombrowski. Oh, look what I've done. You got 1 guy in here, dude. I still don't like what he did at the trade deadline, but he did get 1 guy in here, and that's it.
That made a difference, but
not, 1 guy, yes. But they still need that. They need something in the playoffs. So, who knows? Maybe there's somebody out there that we can pick up and get rid of somebody for the playoffs. But we need a right-handed strong bat. I mean, that's the one thing I think we're missing, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, all you got to do is look at what Arise has done.
Yeah.
Look at Harper, and I give Bryce Harper a lot of credit because he's not over swinging; he's taking his walks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like Bryce is taking his walks. He's having a rise up, and then you know what? Hey, I love to rip Alec Bohm, but Bohm's been on fire. Mm-hmm. And the guy that's really been killing it for the Phillies in the field and at the plate, Bryson Stott. I mean,
couldn't have played a better third base.
Yeah. I mean, he's playing a great third base. He's hitting the ball. I mean, other than the first month and a half, he was fucking garbage. But he's been great, like a lot of this year. I mean, his average is well over 300 after May. His average is well over 300. He takes pitches. He works the count. I mean, very impressed with him. Sean, what's some of your biggest takeaways from this team, and how real is this? I mean, they've been kind of mediocre a lot of this year, but like, are you starting to get the feeling that maybe they can make a run in the playoffs?
Yeah, I think they can, because look at the guys when they're called upon. Brian Dela Cruz, Derek Hill, those guys. And Sosa, I love Amundo Sosa, because when he's called upon, time and time again, he just comes through. Not just yesterday, but the other games that he's played. And, to bring back Nola, he's just, proving a lot of people wrong. Like me and Jeff said, we weren't sold on him, but he's pitching when needed to be. Painter, like you said, had a great Saturday night game, and the bullpen's still shaky, but, but just like you said, and Real Muto too, he's hustling out, for a guy his age, you don't think he still has those legs, but he does, man. He tries to beat out runs, but
Yeah.
Bohm and Stott at the corners, wow, like what a difference, But I think we can win the East, Joey.
Yeah. I mean, they're only they're only 3 games out now, and they still have 7 with Atlanta. So I mean, if they could go into September's a week away, if they could, especially if they could find a way to make up another game, another game or two in the next week to 10 days, if they could go into those Brave series only 2 back or 1 back, then it's anybody's division. The only thing is that the Phillies September schedule is a lot tougher. Like as well as we've been playing, this road trip will tell you a little something. Like, what do they got? They got
it starts tonight, Seattle, 9:40.
Yeah, they're in Seattle. Wheeler goes tonight, right?
Yeah,
he's the one. He's the one I've
week.
been kind of worried about lately. He hasn't had his
velocity.
Yeah.
I mean, well, this will be the test then, you know. But that West Coast trip, like you said, Joe, is pretty key, to see what we do and how we do it.
Yeah, you know what? That's what I was excuse me, that's what I was actually all about to say. Like, the last thing I want to do is pour cold water on a 9-game winning streak, because they're playing great, and I'm not trying to rip them. But if there is a couple concerns, it's the fact that, I'm wondering if Wheeler's getting a little bit of a tired arm, and even Sanchez. Like Sanchez, I would say over Sanchez's last 6 or 7 starts, he really hasn't been nearly as dominant as he was previously. Like yesterday, I mean, he didn't have his good stuff yesterday. I mean, what did he go? 6 innings, gave up 4 runs or whatever. So Sanchez hasn't been nearly as dominant as the first half. Same thing with Wheeler, but I mean, we'll see what happens. And did you guys see the Phillies? It looks like they took a flyer on Nestor Cortez, the former.
He's in Clearwater. Yep, hasn't pitched, but that's a positive sign, Joe. Yeah. Well, reliable arm.
I like that. I mean, I know he had a terrible year the last year he pitched. He's coming off Tommy John, I think it is.
Something like that,
yeah.
But the one thing about Cortez, and I follow the Yankees somewhat, too, and Cortez is one of those guys. He's not overpowering, but like, he's a smart pitcher. Like, he knows how to pitch, Cortez. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hoping maybe that could be a nice little pickup. If he could be ready like first week of September, like some of these starts, like if if Painter's only going to give you 5 or Nola's only going to give you 5, maybe some of these starts, maybe you piggyback Cortez in there, for like an inning or two, or we just mentioned how Sanchez and Wheeler, their arms seem to be a little bit tired. If you feel confident that Cortez give you a game here or there, maybe for a week or two, maybe you go to a 6-man rotation and and maybe kind of push one of these guys back. Maybe it'll help their arm, in the long run, because let's face it, this team's not going to win. They're playing well, and it's nice to see Nola and Painter pitch well, but this team's not going to win shit if Wheeler's not Wheeler and Sanchez isn't Sanchez.
You want to hear the one odd thing that they have right now?
What's that?
They have the exact same record right now that they had in 2022 when they went to the
And
series.
1980
and 80. Yes, exact same record.
Who's the guy that pitched in the Mexican League and got falsely accused of sexual assault? That pitcher.
Yes.
Oh, Trevor Bauer, right?
No,
I would love to. Hey,
New Mexico. Oh, he was all over the place. Remember in Japan and all that.
Most recently, Mexican League. I take a flyer on him. Really, guy still throws heat, but
the only problem. Well, I was going to say, I mean, that's one of those things. I because he was found innocent, but from what I or not guilty, I should say. But
yeah, absolutely.
But the one thing about him, though, is that a lot of people, one of the reasons he's not in the league is because a lot of people just say he's a jerk off.
Yeah, they say he's a total asshole. Yep.
So, and the fact, I mean, Sean, he was really good when he did pitch, but he hasn't been in the major leagues in like 3-4 years. So I just don't see any team really taking a chance on him right now. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to come back. I think he's got one of those, let's not say it, but owners aren't going to sign him. He hasn't signed by now.
Yeah, so look how big this road trip is. Now you got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in Seattle, so 3 in Seattle, and then you got Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Anaheim, and then you got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at the Diamondbacks. So huge, 9 games. The biggest 3 are in Arizona, obviously, which that makes me nervous because we very rarely play well out there.
Yeah, but they don't have Marte. He's out gambling again, dumbass.
Well, you know what? That's actually true because Arizona was playing good ball, but they might be a little messed up out of.
They put him on the injured reserve restricted list.
Yep.
Like Jeff said, because video came out of him in the casino.
Yep.
But,
I know, what a douche, though. Can you imagine, like, all his teammates are fighting for a playoff spot, and he's out there just like chilling. He's like, like that's, I don't know. It's just not.
That's not the first time too. He let him down. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, his name kept coming up during the trade rumors.
Yeah. I'm glad we got a rise. I'd rather have a rise, to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
Well, it goes to show.
Tony Gwynn.
It goes to show if you have a guy that's just a contact hitter, there's a lot you can do. And I never even thought about putting him in the 4th spot, but it really has helped.
Dude, he just hits it everywhere and gets guys on base.
Well,
gets them home.
They had an interview with Stott. I don't know if if you watch all the post game stuff.
Yeah, I do.
Stott, he said he's been watching him, and he said he's watching him and he's talking to him. He said he's helping him with his batting now because he said he felt like he got out of rhythm. But he says just watching him bat, he's very methodical the way he does it. Yet he looks like he's having fun.
And even Bryce said something too. Just like Joey said, I think it's the whole atmosphere.
Around them.
Around them, and like the Iowa series, the Field of Dreams, everybody like kind of regrouped.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like I said, they look like they're having fun now. So whatever happened, yeah.
Yeah, so this is big. 9-game road trip. Then when you come back from the road trip, guys, 4-game series over Labor Day weekend against the Braves here.
Wow, that's big.
then they host the Astros for 3, and then they're in Atlanta for 3. So
It is big.
yeah, so we're looking, but let's just take this next 9. Seattle. By the way, have you guys ever seen a bigger fall from grace than the catcher from Seattle, Rowley? Holy shit!
No.
We talked about it yesterday. Batting average of 175.
Yeah, and he had what 60 home runs last year. He's not doing shit.
61. Yes.
It's crazy.
Maybe he did. Maybe he was on an Adderall, but he remembered to tell them, like Chooch forgot.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I'll tell you another similar story to him. You guys remember Brady Anderson?
I was just going to say Brady Anderson.
Baltimore Orioles.
Yep.
Brady Anderson, like he would hit like 15 home runs or something, and then all of a sudden 1 year he hits like 50. He was on this. He must have been on them special vitamins.
Yeah.
He was on the Fred Flintstones.
Yeah. There you go.
Either that, or he was like Popeye and he ate his spinach.
Enhanced spinach.
Yeah. So, all right. So let's go over records. Next 9 games: 3 in Seattle, 3 in Anaheim, 3 in Arizona. What is our record, and how far back are we in the division? Jeff, what do you think? The next 9.
6-3.
I'd sign up for that right now, especially being on the road. Sean, what do you think?
I like that. Yeah. Or should I say 8-1? No, I'll say 6-3.
I was thinking 7, but I think they might sweep the Angels and probably going to split a couple games. So that's why.
Yeah,
you're going to have a letdown. I mean, I don't think they win them all, obviously.
Yeah, you know what? We don't. I mean, obviously, each year has its own.
Sure.
Each year has its own. Different story and all. But I just don't remember us ever really playing well in Seattle or Arizona. So.
yeah.
Did you see the players? Like 5 of the players wore Eagles jerseys to go to Seattle because they are reigning champions.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. So have you watched any of that Hard Knocks, Jeff?
No.
No, I haven't watched it. I'm going to wait till it's done and then I'll
Binge it.
mess through it. Yep, you got it. It's nighttime watching when the wife's asleep. Then I can enjoy it.
All right. So I'm gonna say 6-3 also. I think they take 2 or 3 in Seattle. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna say 6-3. I see maybe all 3 series going 2-1, and that'd be fine.
Yeah.
Now the only problem, if they go 6-3, then I don't know if they make up any ground on Atlanta. In all likelihood, they might still be 3 back when the Braves come here for 4. So then you're kind of hoping, well, shit. Then you're hoping you could either sweep Atlanta or take 3 out of 4. Then you're only like 1 game back.
Yeah.
Then you really.
But remember, like, who's Atlanta playing?
Let me look. I think Atlanta plays the Dodgers.
Well, there you go. There could be a couple losses.
Here, let's
You never
see.
know.
Yeah, actually. So the Dodgers Dodgers are at Atlanta starting tomorrow. Okay, this is good. Well, all right, fuck. So they host the Dodgers for 3, but then they host the Rockies for 3, and then they host the Giants for 1, and then they're at Washington for 2. So the Giants must be like a rainmaker.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, well, baseball's weird though, because
Just don't
sometimes
know. Yep. How many years have we played and we would beat every single team to shit, but we could not do anything against the Marlins or the Nationals? We could beat every other
You got
team.
her number, yeah. You're right.
Yeah. See, you don't know. It's a crapshoot. That's
Yeah.
why I don't gamble.
right, and then sometimes these dog shit teams like the Rockies can come up and bite you. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, we've seen that, So, but anyway, all right. Well, look, that's big. Big series coming up for a red hot team. I guess the other big story in this town right now, Philadelphia Eagles preseason. I was out the other night, so I saw a little bit. I couldn't really watch much intently, but from what I saw and heard, it looked like the backup offensive line was playing great again, and that's very encouraging. Like, Kendall seems to be playing well. The guy Majors might make the team, number 75.
Ty Robinson's playing really well.
Yeah, on the defensive end. Yeah, Tyrod. Yeah, and it's about time.
6 sacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? He really stepped it up because, he really – I know he was a third-round pick, but if he didn't start playing well, you almost wondered if maybe they were going to cut him. But now he's played himself on the team.
He's played himself on the team. And I also think we might have a new starter at center.
Lampkin?
Kendall?
Yeah, I've been talking about it. Yeah. There's been some fodder out there about him playing off, just they said he looks like a little bit shorter of a Jason Kelsey.
He is. He's listed at 5'11", but he's 5'10", Jeff.
Yeah.
He's built like a fire hydrant. And he also wrestled. So if anybody ever wrestled, you're lower in your core stance. It's like moving a brick wall. Good luck.
He seems he seems to
and
have
they
that.
like him. They like, and he's not holding back to players. He's telling them like it is, and I think that's how it should be. I think we all can agree we would like to see the starters play like longer than a first quarter or maybe, but that's not the case. But this team from front to back, O-line, D-line, has great depth. From the Nigerian guys, from Kendall, from Markel Bell. I mean, Andy Dalton to me is good.
He's done. He's been outplayed by McKee.
Yeah.
Dalton's done.
But
I saw one pass where there was nobody near there, and I'm thinking, what the hell? No, I just no.
But just like Joey said, Ty Robinson and even Vic Fangio praised him.
Yeah.
He's came out of nowhere, which is awesome, dude. Because as you could tell, last year I was high on the Vanilla Gorilla. So I love shit like that.
Right. And that other dude looks good too. I don't know how to say his name. That you're a guy.
You're a guy. The Benoit or guy. The guy from Nigeria, the 7th round pick.
He is playing, and to not play football. It's good.
Well, not only that. Like I was telling Joey, you can't forget the other Nigerian guy. He's a rugby player.
Yes.
Yeah.
A highly touted rugby player because his dad played and he played. And it's almost like seeing Jordan Mailata on the other side of the ball.
Yeah.
Because these guys, all they need to do is just learn the technique.
That's it. They got the strength and they've got the physicality, I guess, down.
Yeah.
It's
Your
just
right is bigger than Myles Garrett, Jeff.
Yeah.
So that tells you something.
Yeah.
If you get the technique down and speed, sky's the limit. And I almost see like you want to see Reggie White-esque, the way he one-armed guys.
Yes.
I mean, and he was a gentleman. Like he would say, "You're gonna see Jesus," because the one dude was cursing at him, and he's like, "You know what? Today you're gonna see Jesus."
You know what's so funny? I can't help it, man. Like I'm thinking about football, but the minute you keep saying these two the two Nigerian guys, I'm I'm thinking of Coming to America, where fucking McDowell, where McDowell is like, he's like, I'll call you to my African connection, and then he goes and he has then Eddie Murphy's like, he sees us as equals, and then meanwhile they go and they're like fucking valet in the cars, you know what I mean? The whole time you're saying that shit, I'm thinking of Coming to America, dude. Oh my god! But no, they're both playing great. I mean, they're both playing great. I think it's Weir. What is it? Weir, W-E-R
Weru or something.
Yes,
W-E-R-U. But how about this? I think we might have found a fullback after poor Van Summeren, tearing his knee, getting released. This Carson Steele kid.
Yeah, I like him.
You know, I
I
mean,
was gonna say,
he played
are they,
fullback at KC and
are they
at
going to use the
UCLA.
are they going to use a fullback?
I
Because you know that
mean,
Tank Bigsby they have to keep. Obviously, he's not going anywhere, and
oh
they're
no,
really high on Shipley. I don't want them to lose Steele because if they put Steele out there, he's gone. He's not going to go to the practice squad. He's gone.
no, there's somebody will snatch him up. No, he
I'm
has to
saying,
make, just like you said, Willie Lampkin. I think I sent it to Joey. You know, guys like that are going to make the 53-man roster. Your
Now,
Kendalls, your Majors. Go ahead, Joe.
no, I was going to say the backup O line is very encouraging, obviously, right? Especially Bell. People are saying that
Bell's been playing great.
yeah,
He's the heir apparent to Lane Johnson, Joey.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
the only thing that makes me a little nervous
What?
is a lot of a lot of the reporters were saying that Jurgens looks like he might be able to get back to the level he used to play at, but a lot of the reporters are saying Dickerson just isn't the same.
Yeah, how about that? What happened?
Well, I mean, dude,
I
here's
mean-
the thing. Here's the thing about Dickerson. He's been a great player. His first 4 years here, he was great, especially the Super Bowl, both Super Bowl years, right?
Yeah.
Great player. But one thing we got to keep in mind, I mean, a lot of teams wouldn't even draft him coming out of college with all the injuries he had.
Well, look at his knee. His knee was shredded.
Yeah.
Right.
But
so,
look at the flexibility. But go ahead.
right. So the bottom line is we might be in a situation where, like, if Dickerson can't get back to that level, then thank God Kendall looks good. Thank God, because they're trying Lampkin at guard too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
because you may have to, if Dickerson can't answer the bell, then you may have to start playing Kendall or Lampkin at left guard.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it could even be this year because
Yeah.
I know Dickerson makes a lot of money, so I'm sure they're going to give him ample opportunity to get out there and play.
Sure.
But if the rest of the line is playing well and he's a weak link, like I'm sorry, but great player, and I hate to do this to him, but it might be one of those times where one of these other guys got to take over.
Yep.
But imagine, like you bring up Lampkin and Majors and Kendall, those guys pull on a run play.
Yeah.
Lights out, dude. I mean, and I'm looking forward to seeing Wooten play. He's he's a great addition. And thoughts on Ringo, dude? I think it's time. He's got to
I don't
go.
know
He's a
why
liability.
they have him down listed in some of the online. Some of them, as them keeping him. I can't.
Well,
see
you know why, Jeff?
Special teams.
Special teams is key.
Yeah.
And I believe 2
Well,
years in a row he was your leading tackler.
Tackle, right?
But like you said, he's a liability when you got to put him in the secondary.
Yep.
Which you hope it doesn't happen, but it's going to happen.
And the thing that we might lose. I think the guy we're going to lose is Elijah Moore. We got too many good wide receivers.
Yeah, like from what I said, I think it's Hollywood Brown.
Yep.
You can't sleep on him, and he's been having a great camp. Darius Cooper.
He's been having a hell of a camp.
Devontae Wicks.
Yep.
He's running AJ Brown who,
Yeah.
he's running great routes. And then Devontae Smith. And you just hope with AJ Brown no longer here, it's a breath of fresh air for those receiving core. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to make people think AJ who,
Devontae's
was
going
it
to
a
get double.
distraction?
Devontae's going to get double teamed to a point, and you're going to have
so
Cooper
so's
somebody
Wicks and everybody is. But like you said, it's going to free up other players.
Yeah.
And I hope Eli Sowers, who's having not so great of a preseason, because he's a rookie.
Yeah.
But are we letting all our plays out of the bag? No.
Now they have Calcaterra being cut.
Yeah, as he should, dude.
Yeah.
He's his time is gone. Johnny Munt, and so Dallas, Eli Sowers. You know.
Yeah, they had another name there, a third name in there. I mean, they were showing I'm trying to think who it was.
It's Luva.
Luva. Okay, that's it. Schefter.
He's a Samoan dude, yeah. But I mean, he's serviceable, but but
he's
you
more
can't
of a
sleep on Howie.
at the end. Yeah.
We can't sleep on Howie. Howie's probably looking at guys right now,
yes. Oh, now's the time.
to see who we need, and that to me would be another tight end.
I was thinking that when Schefter was the one who had the list that was almost mimicking exactly what we're saying of who we think is going to stay and go, and that was the list. And I'm thinking to myself, all right, Schefter knows his stuff. He's around, talks to people, but how he's sitting there just waiting for somebody or looking.
Oh,
for
absolutely.
And then there goes another play. Yes,
couldn't agree more. Yeah.
Mike Papernick Jr. says, just remember there is more pressure on the other wide receivers not named Devontae Smith. We'll have to step up. Yeah, I mean, so
absolutely, you gotta have that next man mentality, though. Plain and simple.
So I have a Eagles wire here. 11 hours ago projects the 53. So here I'll just go by position here. So you got. Now they have 4 quarterbacks. There's no way we're keeping 4 quarterbacks. Either Tanner McKee or Dalton is either going to be traded or cut. Although I don't know who the hell would trade for Dalton right now.
Nobody's going to take Dalton. No.
So they have 4 running backs. They have Barkley, Tank Bigsby, Will Shipley, and Carson Steele. So they have us keeping 4. Then they have us keeping 6. Then they have us keeping 6 wide receivers: Devontae Smith, Dontavian Wicks, Malachi Lemon, Hollywood Brown, Darius Cooper, and Britton Covey. So Covey, obviously, the
return guy.
Which you know what? I wonder if I'm not a big. I don't know. I'm not a big.
I'm not either.
I'd rather have Elijah Moore back there. Guy's a lot faster and can scat better than him.
But a better receiver.
Does he fumble? You got to put that in mind. Is that who fumbles more?
Elijah Moore was on the Jets. Did the Jets really ever have a quarterback? But I understand the fumble. It's your own fault. But I don't know.
Yeah,
what aren't we seeing in preseason? That's the problem. What don't we see in practice?
We're not seeing a lot. That's for sure.
Exactly.
Like I think we all can agree. Do you want to see it all? No, because then you let the cat out of the bag.
Sure, you're letting the team know, hey, this is what they're doing.
Yeah.
But one thing, what do you guys agree? Did you like seeing Mannion in the booth? I love it. I told you how I feel, Joe.
You can
see the whole field,
advantages
and disadvantages.
Yeah.
And point blank, we all can agree. Look at Fangio,
Yeah. So this has 3 tight ends: Dallas Goedert, Johnny Munt, Eli Sowers. Obviously, you're going to keep Sowers.
Yeah.
9 offensive linemen. You got Mylata Dickerson, Cam Jurgens, Tyler Steen, Lane Johnson, Markel Bell, Fred Johnson, Drew Kendall, Willie Lampkin.
Yeah.
Can't argue with all that.
No.
The only thing is, though,
go ahead.
Jake Majors has been playing well. Micah Morris, I'm a little concerned.
He's up and down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they picked him. If they put him into the practice squad, they could possibly lose him. But we'll see. Edge rusher, they have 5. You have Nolan Smith, Jalix Hunt, Ebike, the guy.
Ebikai.
The guy from Atlanta.
Yes.
AJ Esperisa and Joshua Wuru. But then you're going to have
again.
Wuru.
That was awesome. Wuru.
I have no fucking clue. All I know is that I sound like I'm eating a McDowell's cheeseburger.
You're crazy.
Yeah, but anyway,
See,
but this is light though because this doesn't have Greenard because Greenward's obviously going to be on there.
Bernard, that's true.
Greenward. This has 5 defensive tackles. Can't argue with any of these. It's Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Ajomo, Brian Young, Ty Robinson. Brian.
Yes, I was Alabama product.
he's not a bad football player. When he gets in
No,
there,
he's-
he does something.
Remember that you can't keep everybody. Unfortunately.
True.
I get it. I mean, the
Yeah.
Eagles linebacker, they have 5. You got Zach Bourne, Jihad Campbell, Jeremiah Trotter Jr., who looks like a stud.
Absolutely.
And a lot of the players talk about this guy, Shmael Mondin Jr., the kid from Georgia. And Fangio has mentioned Chance Campbell a few times. So 5 linebackers. When have you guys ever seen the Eagles have more depth at linebacker?
Yeah, really.
You know, I mean,
we talked about it. Never. I mean, it's been a minute, man. Like really.
Yeah.
Now this has us keeping 5 cornerbacks.
Okay.
This has Quinyon Mitchell, Reek Woolen, Keely Ringo, Matt McWilliams, and Sean Wade. Now this is, I think they obviously must have Cooper DeJean as a safety here, but here's where
If they got Ringo, who else is out there? Who's cut?
Well, what I was going to say is that Howie always makes an August trade or two.
Yes.
It wouldn't shock me if it was something along these lines. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't be shocked if maybe Ringo got moved and maybe they brought in another corner. Now they said people have been saying Mac McWilliams has been playing well, so maybe
he has.
makes it. All right, now safety / defensive back. So I guess that's safety / nickel back. Cooper DeJean, Makuba, Marcus Epps, Michael Carter Jr., Michael Carter III. That could be a possibility. Maybe Howie adds a guy in that realm. And then, of course, the specialist, you got Jake Elliott, Brandon Mann, and Rocco Underwood. I guess Underwood's the long snapper. I don't know.
He's a long snapper, yeah.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know shit about him. But as long, I mean, let's keep it real. If you're a long snapper,
you probably, except for what's his face, Victoria and Boss, because he did his magic. I bet you couldn't name 5 long snappers in the league.
You usually can. I mean, I know. You know what's funny though? The Eagles actually had everybody who's a long snapper for the Eagles usually plays here forever because they had Bartram. Bartram was around forever, and then you had Dorenbos. There's another guy. I'm drawing a blank. They had another guy that was I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. But the Eagles have had.
I remember Bartram and definitely Dorenbos was around forever. I don't remember the other one either.
Yeah, so they're the projections here. I didn't see Cole. I didn't see the safety Cole was.
He's on that injured reserve. Cole was Ninsky.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? All right. How much you want to bet a couple of these young guys have a quote unquote injury? You know what I'm saying? You see that shit. You see that shit. The last preseason game. Many times, it's kind of like a way to redshirt some of these guys, you know.
I would redshirt the quarterback.
Cole,
Peyton.
Yep, I like him.
Well, I think they'll keep him. That's why I think it'll either be either Dalton or McKee will be number 2, and I think Peyton will be number 3. I would think.
I never knew why they picked up Dalton in the first place. He's been done for a couple years. He's just not.
Why? You know what I think it is? I think they were hoping that Dalton looked a little bit better than he does, and then maybe they could have got something from McKee, or even what did they do? I mean, they didn't really give up Dick for him. They gave up what, like a 7th?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you gave up a 7th for him.
Joe Flacco still out there? I'd take him over Dalton.
No, Flacco went to Cincinnati again.
Oh, okay.
Tell you what, Flacco could still fucking sling it, man. I mean, last year, a couple of those games with Cincinnati, I mean, he was throwing for like 400 yards. I mean, I know they have a lot of weapons, but still, you still got to throw the damn ball.
And the Browns are at it again. They're going to start Watson.
Good, let him. I said that yesterday at Joey's draft. Shador ain't starting, and it's going to be Watson. They're like, no way. I said way.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what happens.
What a waste, you know. But yeah, how about any other things sticking out? I mean, I know it's only preseason, but any other things sticking out to you guys around the league? I'll tell you one for me. I know he threw a pick six, but the kid in Las Vegas, Mendoza, I feel like he I don't know,
He's going to be good.
I feel like he's got some. I feel like that kid, I saw him throw. He threw a couple balls like right in between like 2 or 3 guys, and I was like, wow. I was like, you know what? I was like, this kid, you get him some experience and some weapons, I think he's going to be good.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Nobody's really, I'm going to say, wowed me. I mean, it's nobody, no big name players have really done anything if you think about it.
Yeah, I mean
Butker hitting a 69-yard field goal was pretty damn good. I can't stand him. He's a jackass, but this is nobody really been sticking out. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I saw Jackson Dart got his bell rung. Oh, the guy from the backup for the Cowboys, Milton, he looked pretty good.
Dude, he has an arm. He's always had an arm. When he was at University of Tennessee, Joe, dude, he could sling it.
Yeah,
he has the size, and he has the size for a quarterback. 6'5", 235. Man.
I hope Jeremy Love is not
high ankle sprain.
Already hurt with his ankle.
High ankle sprain. You know.
Who knows how long that takes to get back, though.
It's a lot. It's worse than a low ankle sprain.
Yeah.
Goes from the heel to the shin or the calf. Yeah. It's pretty.
And I think that, as much as I hate to say it, I think the Cowboys were pretty smart picking up Von Miller.
I do too. I think I hate to say, because I mean, you know, in the coming weeks we'll do we'll do season previews, but like I hate to say it, but I think Dallas is going to be really good, like really good. It's going to this division's going to be tough because you look at
Dallas was leading. This is what I didn't. This was a question they had on what do you call it? Good Morning Football. Who was the leading sack leader for the Cowboys last year?
Quinn Williams.
No, it was I don't know, honestly. I don't know because they have a defensive line that I can't remember his name. I'll have to Google it. Hang on.
It's gonna be if you don't, you know the name 100%, so you would know. But
Ken Clark?
Nope. Clowney.
Javon Clowney.
Davian Clowney.
Davian Clowney. Oh.
Yep. Which shocked the shit out of me.
Wow.
Shocked the shit out of me.
Oh yeah, 8.5. Yeah.
Yep. Because what's his face? Von Miller came in with 9.
Yeah.
But that's when they brought it up and they said, well, at least we're bringing somebody in that has the most sacks. Because last year, who had the most sacks on the Cowboys? Not one of them got it right. Not even Kent what's his face? Brandt. He got it wrong too. And he's like, really? I would have never thought of him. He still got it.
Yeah, you know who they have that's pretty good is that I can never say his name. Odijizua. Jesus Christ. What the fuck, man? These names are like impossible to say.
He's friends with that. He's friends with your other guy.
Yeah. How do you say his name? All right. Well, whatever. I see on now. And then he didn't put up a stat, but I was this Saturday morning. I was up early and I was listening to Mark Sheriff. There you go.
This is what I want.
Yeah,
I want.
Hold your tongue and
they have the next State of the Union address. I want you to be the one to present it, please.
You know what's messed up? I usually can say his name. I don't know why.
Hold your tongue.
You're thinking too much. Just say what comes. Just whatever comes in your mind. Just say it.
Shaller. Dude, I sound like I'm having a stroke. Holy shit. Too many beers.
He's going through a wall. You got Jeff going through a wall. Me, I'm about to piss my pants. Oh, God, Schlereth.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Schlereth.
So go ahead.
Anyway.
What did he say?
I don't even remember.
We're laughing too hard. You know what? You're like, what's his face? Hugh Douglas. He can't say your name for shit.
You know what's funny? No, you know what it is? It's we had the draft yesterday. It was about 5 hours of eating and having some drinks, and I can't speak for some reason. I lost the ability to speak, I guess.
Some of these names are just out there anyway. I mean, when you got like 15 letters in your name, who gives a shit? Just give them the first couple letters.
Yeah, here's our man Dave Yorno. He says, "Hey, how's everybody doing tonight?" Dave, doing great.
Good.
We were just saying that your Cowboys are looking tough, and that pains me to say. Although I do have to rotate Dak Prescott and Jalen Hurts depending on matchups as my quarterback. So, but anyway, oh yeah, no, now I remember what I was going to say because I couldn't say his name.
Mark Schauer.
He was saying that Downs, Caleb Downs, even though he didn't have any stats, that he is going to make such a difference in that Cowboys secondary because he's so fast. He's always in position. That makes me nervous. Oh, you know what? Here's another thing that stuck out to me in preseason. It was on X, and obviously, it's two. I mean, dude, one or two preseason games, you can't exactly say a guy's a bust. No. But Sonny Styles of Washington people are just hammering the fuck out of him because basically saying that he doesn't know where the hell he is. He's getting dominated. I mean, but again, dude, you can't.
Well, my man had a GPA of 0.3. He's a smart dude.
Who's that?
Sonny Styles.
What? No, hey, I'm not questioning his intelligence, bro. I'm just saying that they're saying on the internet on X, people were saying that he doesn't know the defense. He might be book smart, but maybe the motherfucker don't know Yo Dog. You go to that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Pull a fucking water boy. Just tell him when that guy has the ball, what do you do? Hey Bobby, what do you do? When that guy has the ball, I go tackle him. And then when the other guy has the ball, I go tackle him.
There's three types of people. There's smart people, book smart, know everything. There's no common sense people. They get along in life. And then there's just fucking dumb. They have no clue. They're done. Okay? There's the three kinds of people in life. Okay?
Yeah. Hey.
So, we know certain players that are just fucking dumb.
Yeah.
But then, you got the Richard Shermans who, what was he again? I forget what he was. Richard Sherman had.
He was really. He
went to Stanford.
Smart.
Yeah,
he had Sherman smart.
I forget what he had, but he he could get a job paying the same kind of money in football with NASA. Yeah, he had something with NASA. It was I forget what it was that he had, but he's brilliant with math and all that stuff. Just brilliant, and he's had a lot of that helped him with football, breaking things down. But so getting late here. Who would you say is one or two big sleepers for fantasy football this year?
Concepcion, the wide receiver from the Browns, one of them.
Okay.
KC Concepcion. Damn. Running back. Remember this name, Mike. Your two of them. Iron Man Marcus Washington, rookie from Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah.
And Jaharian Price
from Seattle.
Yes.
I got two that I was because I have the guy Strobling from San Francisco because they're a little light at wide receiver. Zion Stribling, and then honestly Matthew Golden from Green Bay. I feel like maybe this could be the time that he steps out. They spent a high pick on him. Another guy, Michael Pittman Jr. from Pittsburgh. I mean, I know Aaron Rodgers is a million years old, but and they do have DK Metcalf, but they paid Pittman a good amount of money, and I think that he has a chance to be a 1A receiver. One more too. I was talking about Mendoza. Now I know Kirk Cousins is going to start the year, but wide receiver for the Raiders, Trey Tucker. I know he's small, but he's very fast, and he's protected.
He's strong. He gets off the ball. You're right.
Well, I was going to say he's projected to be their number one wide receiver right now. Like, if I'm picking late in the draft, and I want to take a flyer on him because the Raiders suck, right? So number one, look, think about it like this: the Raiders blow, so a lot of people won't even think to take them. But if you're like round like 12, 13, you're throwing darts at the board, it might not be a bad idea to take a guy like him. And here's one that's not a sleeper, but like I took Blake Corum yesterday. Now I know Kyron Williams is technically the starter for the Rams, but let's be real. As the year went on last year, Corum started getting the ball more and more. All it takes is Kyron Williams to get a little dinged up. And if you grab Blake Corum in maybe like the 9th round or something like that, or 8th round, wherever he's going, you could wind up getting, if Blake Corum was the starting runner for the Rams, a team that's favored for the Super Bowl, you get a guy that's a top 10 back in the 9th round. You know what I'm saying? 8th, 9th round, and that happens a lot in fantasy. I mean, how many times? Another guy like the running back from Jacksonville.
Tootin.
What's his name, Sean?
Tootin.
Yeah, there you go. Jacksonville. Yeah, because Jacksonville, I like that coach. That coach, Lee, what is it, Liam Cohen?
Liam, the guy from Tampa Bay. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so
Liam Cohen.
Yeah, there's a guy. There's a guy. I mean, he's not going to be one of the top running backs picked, but just say you go receiver early. You know what I'm saying? Say you go receiver early. Maybe you take a chance on a guy like him. You know what I mean?
Since you're saying that, Parker Washington too.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on him. Now you got me thinking. I mean, yeah.
Now, what about teams? What do you think? I'm not just throwing these out. What about there's always a sleeper team, almost like the Colts were last year, although they putzed out. But who would be your sleeper team this year?
I say the Saints. The Saints, to me, that division fucking blows. That division sucks. Carolina came on. The Tampa Bay has Mayfield. I kind of like Mayfield. He plays with balls. Atlanta fucking blows. We don't know what the hell they are. I mean, Atlanta has
quarterback. They have no clue with the quarterback.
Yeah. Atlanta has some individual talent. Like they have Drake London and Bijan Robinson, and they have some good players, but they blow. So, like, to me, the Saints could surprise. And then I kind of hate to say it, but I think the Giants could surprise some people. You know what I mean? Like the Saints, the Giants, the AFC. I know I'm going to regret saying this, but like, could this finally be the year where the Jets don't suck quite as bad as everybody thinks? I mean, and the only reason I'm saying that
possibility,
because Geno Smith, I know Geno Smith was terrible with the Raiders last year, but the Jets have a good offensive line. They have skill. They have weapons. I mean, you got Breece Hall at running back. You got Garrett Wilson. You have two good young tight ends. The kid Mitchell that they drafted a receiver early. They also have the kid Mitchell that they got in the Sauce Gardner trade. I mean, and I'm not saying the Jets are going to be good, but like everybody just assumes that they're going to win like fucking 2-3 games. Like, could this be a year where maybe the Jets win maybe 7 or 8? I mean, for the Jets, that's fucking awesome. You know what I mean?
They're not like the Browns. The Browns, I think, are going to take a step back. I think that losing what's his face is too much for them.
I hate to say it, Rams, and Vikings for me.
Yeah, the Rams. I mean, they're I don't know. I have a feeling the Rams aren't going to be as good. All this shit about the Rams, I just have a feeling that they're not going to be that good.
Yeah, you know what? I also think, I think that the Chiefs are going to be back. I know everybody wants to write the Chiefs off, but there's a guy now. He's not necessarily a sleeper, but I think Kenneth Walker is going to be fucking amazing in Kansas City.
Yeah,
like there's a guy. I was mad at myself That's the one spot I really fucked up on the draft. Like I came coming into the draft. I really wanted to take Kenneth Walker, and then we were sitting there, and I'm sitting there, and I'm having, we're partying, a couple drinks or whatever, and then and I took Drake London, and 2 seconds later, and I like Drake London, but I wound up trading him, but still. But then right afterwards, I was like, shit. I was like, I should have taken Kenneth Walker, because I think Kenneth Walker's gonna have a big year. But anyway, hey, look, we could talk football all night, but what do you say we let's wrap this joint up here? Hang on, I just got let me just get a couple two more comments here. Dave Yarnell says, "Hey guys, Dalton or McKee, who was quarterback number 2?" I think McKee.
There was also word out there that the I don't believe it, but the Eagles and the Vikings were looking at possibly doing a swap there and getting
No, I don't want JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, I don't either.
Nah, I'd rather have a bag of chips or some donuts. No thanks. Or a bag of pretzels. No thanks.
Here's the thing. I mean, I agree. Well, first off, I don't see that happening, but my question would be, what would the compensation be? I mean, if you're telling me, I don't think but first off, I'll say I don't think JJ McCarthy's really any good. But if you're telling me I'm getting him for a fucking mid-round pick, the guy was just picked in the first round last year. I mean, if you're telling me I can get him for a mid-round pick, I would consider bringing him in. I mean, because sometimes these quarterbacks would change the scenery, bro.
I know. I like when a lot of people say these things, like the first round, the top of the first round, or they should have been first rounders and this and that. But then I think of a big first rounder who did absolutely nothing, probably one of the biggest busts ever in football, Ryan Leaf, and that the Colts were actually thinking about taking Ryan Leaf over Peyton. So when
I get it. I get it. Listen, these teams
in the first round. Look at Manziel was another one. You just don't know.
No, I get it. I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing with you. The only thing I'm saying though is that that happens a lot. But then how many guys get picked somewhere, stink, but then they go somewhere else and they wind up having a decent career? Look at
Darnell. Darnell won a Super Bowl.
Right. Look at
Vikings, Jets.
Yeah.
Carolina. Yeah, you're right.
Look at Vinny years ago. Look at Vinny Testaverde. Vinny Testaverde sucked in Tampa Bay. He almost took the Jets to the Super Bowl, and he was good in Baltimore and Cleveland when he played there. Before they were Baltimore. Then look at Rich Gannon. Rich Gannon's he's a great example. Rich Gannon was a journeyman quarterback. He played for the Vikings. He played for Kansas City. Rich Gannon hooks up with John Gruden, and wins the fucking MVP. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Baker Mayfield's another one. Yeah, Baker Mayfield. He had some success in Cleveland. Although, the one thing about Mayfield though, I mean, he's got a lot of balls. And he fucked himself that year because he was really hurt bad and he kept playing, and then they jerked him off and just got rid of him. But in reality, he could have sat out and you know what I'm saying? Like he looked bad because he was playing hurt, Yeah,
absolutely. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, here's a real old one, Jim Plunkett. Yeah, that's right. And then
I remember, this is all I remember about Jim Plunkett. Jim Plunkett's head was so big it looked like it was shoved in the helmet. That's all I remember about Jim Plunkett playing for the Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And we lost to him in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, well, we're going to get ready to wrap up here, but you were talking about a head getting shoved into a helmet. And if that does happen to you and you wind up getting hurt, make sure you call my man Jason Fine, aka Attorney Big Al. He will get you paid at least. I don't know, it might hurt. Getting hit with a helmet or something kind of hurt. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, motor vehicle accident, slip and fall, workers' compensation, or personal injury claims, and that includes getting a head stuck in a helmet. He's got 3 offices locations throughout Pennsylvania, New Jersey, 1 in Philadelphia, 1 in Cherry Hill, and 1 in Pittsburgh. So make sure you call my man Jason Fine. anyway, but yeah, guys, look, we got one preseason game left.
Yeah, man.
We'll be back. We'll be back next week. I think now that playtime's kind of over. We're back in the football season.
Yeah,
so
man.
we'll start. The show's going on. One thing I want to say, Sean and I are taking on a venture in a couple weeks. We're going to start a new just a straight football show on Sunday morning. I think it'll be Sunday. What do you think, Sean? Sunday mornings?
Yeah.
All right, so Sunday mornings, just a straight football show. So make sure you check us out. I'll keep that posted. And then I'm really excited to announce, too, that we were talking about fantasy football drafts. And me and my buddy Paul Lukaku, Pavel, are going to start a fantasy show. We're actually going to start it this Sunday. And I know I have another draft this Sunday. So we're going to do a show. It's going to be called On the Clock. So that'll be on Stream Punk Entertainment right around 10 o'clock in the morning. So, excited to do that. I'm looking forward to doing a few extra little shows here and there. And, of course, the Sully Squad will keep going on. So make sure you check us out on Sunday, and especially if you got drafts. And like I said, you might not want to listen to me because I'm the asshole that took didn't take Kenneth Walker like I wanted to, But anyway, great times, everybody. Let's.
I want you if your next show I think should be an announcer for hockey. I want to hear you say their last names.
Oh, I know. I always can say Shrev. Christ, I can't. I can't say it.
On that note,
I don't know what's
have
wrong
a
with
good
me.
week.
I can't talk today.
Go Phils and go Mark Schlereth.
There you go. I know. I always can say it.
There you go.
Have a good one.
I
Go
got
Birds,
you, bro.
go Phils.
Your boy got you.
All right.
Game strong, let's break the mold. Chasing the stories yet unfold. Passion ignites like a blazing fire. Knowledge takes us higher, higher. Out of the box where the wild ones play. We see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, pure devotion. The field's alive with endless dreams. We're more than stats, we're the in-between. A slam dunk.